Hello and welcome, it's Debbie Debickus here and welcome to my channel. For those of you who haven't watched anything on my channel before, I want to tell you a bit about what I do. I am trained as a clinical and transpersonal hypnotherapist. And many of my clients that come to me will come in my room and say, I've been recommended to come and see you. I don't know what you do, but it works. So I thought today I would take the opportunity of telling you a little bit about hypnotherapy and what it is and what's involved with it, and what the difference is between hypnotherapy and hypnosis. And I'll begin by saying, what is hypnosis? Well, I believe that we can all go into hypnosis unless we've got Alzheimer's or a mental health condition that perhaps prevents us from drifting off into our own subconscious, that we can recognize that's actually being done. So hypnosis is a dreamlike state where we may be driving our car and we know that we're driving, but our mind's drifting off somewhere else. Well, that part that's driving the car is our habitual part in the subconscious. But consciously it doesn't know where it's going. So you might have missed that and drifted off somewhere in your mind. You've missed your exit. Or another example is that time where you're waking up in the morning and you're kind of awake, but you're not awake. That's hypnosis. Or kids, teenagers or adults in the education system, they're listening to their lecturers or their teachers and they're there, but they're thinking about something else. That's what hypnosis is. It's very natural and we all go there in and out every day because our conscious mind is that part of us that's only, 5%? Some people say 3%. And that part of us is the part that analyzes and judges and criticizes. And in my experience, it makes the most fantastic mathematicians, software engineers, people that can really just be in their head a lot of the time. Then you have your subconscious, that's 95% of us. And that 95% subconscious, or subby, or back office as I call it, has the imagination, and we can drift off there. And that's being in the subconscious, and going into hypnosis accesses the subconscious. It's a dreamlike state, very natural, very safe. Because also what's in the subconscious is our memories, ever since we were conceived. It has our habits, and I've heard many habits. And it has our passion, imagination, our involuntary bodily functions from our hormonal side, our periods, infertility, blood pressure, stress levels. But it also has the identity, the I am belief, the I am feeling of who you and I believe we are. And that's pretty powerful, very strong. And that belief system was formed years and years ago, when we were about 8, 9, 5, 6, usually younger than 10, when we started to believe certain things about ourselves, creating our identity, who we believe we are. So when clients come to see me and they have an issue they want to work on, I will access their subconscious and their conscious mind through hypnosis. But the hypnotherapy techniques is what I specialize in. And then the hypnotherapy is through hypnosis, accessing your subconscious, really tapping into things in your subconscious. Parts of you that are a younger version of you. Parts of you that are perhaps childlike. Part of you that has a bullying part that beats you up. And part of you that's perhaps shut down so you can't even see your passion, you can't even see where you're going. And that's what makes my job fascinating. I never know what's going to come up or what I'm going to deal with. If that's a bit confusing for you, I don't mean it to be. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. If I have Harry coming to see me because he just can't get it together with his wife, he doesn't understand why he presses buttons in her and she presses buttons in him, and then he goes away off on one and she doesn't speak to him, and he's sick of it. And he's like, Deb, I know I love her. I want to be with her. But there's sometimes I just want to run away. Hypnotherapy is fantastic for that because there's a conflict. Harry knows consciously what he wants from himself in the relationship he has with his wife. But subconsciously, he's being triggered with things that hurt him, that make him think negatively. And then that feels painful and it hurts him. So when people get hurt, they act out in different ways. So by coming to me, we can clear that conflict in Harry through accessing the subconscious, conscious through hypnosis, but using hypnotherapy techniques. That's just one example. Another example could be a habit. Someone has got the nail biting habit or pulling their hair or habit of being late. A habit of eating late at night. Any habits at all. Exercise continuously. Shopping and sending it back. Hoarding. Any habit at all. Whether it be the habit of self-sabotaging yourself. Any way at all. Those habits live in the subconscious. That's what makes hypnotherapy techniques and hypnosis so good. Fantastic tool to break those habits. Another example is emotions. Most of my clients are men, 70% are men. And people come to me and say, you know, I'm very successful in this area of my life, but emotionally I'm just not getting it. And that's just not men, it's women as well. Your subconscious mind is your heart, the emotional mind, and that's where emotions are. So accessing your subconscious through hypnosis, accessing these wonderful emotions that are stored there is so natural through a hypnotherapy session with me. It's what I do. It's what I feel drawn to. It's to allow everybody to come from a wonderful open heart and live the best life that they're worthy and deserving of. So hopefully that helps you, just a little piece of information on hypnosis and hypnotherapy. And of course there's deeper stuff. When we talk about deeper stuff, I talk about root cause. And that root cause goes a way back to our childhood. And how it's playing out today is how it's affecting us. So when clients want to do deeper work with me and want to find out, why do I behave this way? I want an answer. I don't understand it. I'm repeating myself over and over again, attracting controlling narcissistic people into my life. Or why do I continually lose weight and put it all back on? Or why do I beat myself up and give to everybody else but not myself? These are just a few behaviours. Then working with me, together we can go back to the root cause of the effects in your life today. And that comes from the way we view ourselves, the way we look at ourselves, the way that we think, our beliefs, our thoughts. And those thoughts and beliefs, the negative ones, didn't just come yesterday or last year. They came years ago when we were a little girl, little boy. So an awful lot of my work is regressing back to the cause. Very natural. When we can do that, we can see the memories at 3, 4, 7 events happened that made us believe things about ourselves. We can look at them, not relive them. We are reviewing the memory so you have better understanding, knowledge from the adult self, so you can let it go. And let go of those negative beliefs and transform to live your truth. And then we can have a programming session to rewire the way that you're programmed. It's all very natural. You're fully in control. You know exactly what's going on. If you want to find out more, please give me a call. You can call my cell phone number on 813-992-3330. You can email me at debbiedubikas@gmail.com. I do travel quite a bit. I'm in Tampa until March 14th, Then I'm flying to the UK for 10 days, and I'm back in Tampa, then I'm going to Spain. I do travel quite a bit. I was in Arizona last week. But even when I'm traveling, I'm still working, because the session in person in my room is just, believe it or not, has the same results as if you were sitting at home and we were having this session online, whether it be through Messenger or Skype or some other tool. I had a session with a client in Russia 2 weeks ago. I had a client also in Boston, and I was in Arizona and took that session online. I have a client that's flying in today actually from Boston again to see me in person. But to be honest, whether it's in person or online, the effect is just the same, believe me. So please, I'll end it just now, but if you want to know anything else about what I do, please call me, email me, and we can have an initial consultation to talk about this further. Thank you. Bye for now.